hate to bring you more bad news, such is the danger I cannot choose. A friend who is extremely close to me and knows my interest in your family has, for my sake, presumed to violate the secrecy that is due things of state. He sent me word that you are in a plight from which one's salvation lies in flight. That scoundrel who imposed upon you so denounced you to the king not an hour ago, and as supporting evidence displayed the strong box of a certain renegade, whose secret papers, so he testified, you had disloyally agreed to hide. I don't know what charges may be pressed, but there is a warrant out for your arrest. Tartuffe has been instructed furthermore to guide the arresting officer to your door.
He's clearly done to facilitate a seizure of your house and your estate.
That man, I must say, is a vicious beast.
Hurry, sir, we mustn't tarry in the least. My carriage is waiting to bear you hence. This 1,000 louis should cover all expense. Let's lose no time, or all will be undone. The sole defense in this case is to run. I will go with you all the way and place you in a safe refuge to which they cannot trace you.
Alas, my dear boy, I wish I could show you my gratitude for everything that I owe you. But now is not the time. I pray the Lord that I may live to give you your reward. Farewell, my dears. Be careful.
Come, brother, hurry. We shall take care of things here. You needn't worry.
You're off to prison by order of the prince.
This is the crowning blow, you wretch. And since it means my total ruin and defeat, it means your villainy is now at last complete.
You needn't try to provoke me. It's no use. Those who serve heaven must expect abuse.
But you are indeed most patient, sweet, and blameless.
How he exploits the name of heaven.
Your taunts and mockeries are all for naught. To do my duty is my only thought.
Your love of duty is most meritorious, and what you've done is little short of glorious.
All deeds are glorious, madam, which obey the sovereign king who sent me here today.
I rescued you when you were destitute. Did you forget that, you faithless brute?
No, I well remember everything. But my first duty is to serve my king. That obligation is so paramount that other claims beside it do not count. And for it I would sacrifice my wife, my family, my friends, or my own life.
Hypocrite! That big mouth for here he uses to cloak his plots and camouflage his ruse.
If it is true that you are animated by pure and loyal zeal, as you have stated, why was the seal not roused until you sought to make Orgona cuckold and been caught? Why did you not show your evidence until your outraged host had driven you hence? I shan't say that the promise of all his treasure ought to have damped your zeal in any measure. But if he is a traitor, as you declare, how did you condescend to be his heir?
Sir, spare me all this clamor. It's growing shrill. Please carry out your orders, if you will.
Yes, I've delayed too long, sir. Thank you kindly. You're just the proper person to remind me. Come, you are off to join the other boarders in the king's prison on his orders.
Who, I, sir?
Yes.
To prison? That can't be true.
I owe an explanation, but not to you.
Sorry I deceived you, ma chérie. Sir, all is well.
Rest easy and be grateful. We serve a prince to whom all sham is hateful. A prince who sees into our inmost hearts and can't be fooled by any trickster's arts. His royal soul, though generous and human, views all things with discernment and acumen. His sovereign reason is not lightly swayed, and all his judgments are discreetly weighed. He honors righteous men of every kind, and yet his zeal for virtue is not blind, nor does his love of piety numb his wits and make him tolerant of hypocrites. 'Twas hardly likely that this man could cousin a king who spoiled such liars by the dozen. The king had recognized Tartuffe as one notorious by another name, who had done so many vicious crimes that one could fill 10 volumes with them and be writing still. He sent me to observe and test the man and ferret out the evils of his plan. With one keen glance, the king perceived the whole perverseness and corruption of his soul, and thus high heaven's justice was displayed. Betraying you, the rogue stood self-betrayed. But to be brief, our sovereign was appalled at this man's treachery toward you, which he called the last worst villainy of a vile career, and bade me follow the impostor here, see how gross his impudence could be, and force him to restore your property. Your private papers, by the king's command, I hereby seize and give into your hand. The king, by royal order, invalidates the deed which gave distress to your estates, and pardons furthermore your grave offense in harboring in exile's documents. By these decrees, our king rewards your deeds in this late civil war, and shows how heartfelt is his satisfaction in recompensing any worthy action, how much he prizes merit, and how he makes more of men's virtues than of their mistakes.
Oh, heaven be praised! I breathe again at last. Oh, we're safe. I can't believe the danger's past.
Well, traitor, now you see.
Ah, brother, please. Let's not descend to such indignities. Leave this poor wretch to his unhappy fate, and don't say anything to aggravate his present woes, but rather hope that he will soon embrace an honest piety, and by a true and loyal repentance move our just king to moderate his sentence. Meanwhile, go and kneel before your sovereign's throne, and thank him for the mercies he has shown.
Well said. Come, let us go and gladly kneeling express the gratitude which we are all feeling. And when that first great duty has been done, we shall turn with pleasure to a second, and give young Valere, whose love has proven so true, the wedded happiness which is his due.
Let us obey such sweet laws, for God and King are obliged to obey them. This God makes our years of youth lovable, sweet,